everybody, and welcome back to HST Divination's reading. Today's video is going to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn Halloween special. So, what does that mean? This reading is for entertainment purposes only. They may or may not resonate. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I also have in my description and on my main profile readings available for 66% off, already 50% marked down readings. All right. So you can get questions and everything for really, 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 really cheap. If you like, you can join and be a member on my Ko-Fi, and that will give you additional discounts and benefits. Please realize that the code Halloween is only available until November 1st, and then it's gone forever. Okay, so we want to have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn reading. So that's going to go by each sign, okay? And I just have some kind of cards we're going to go through. And it's going to be what does they need to know, okay? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see kind of information? And then we're going to go into clarification and all that good stuff. It is a Halloween special, so it is a different reading than what I normally do. And that's okay. So first of all, we are going to want to cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. I know for some of you, you may find that extremely annoying, but I like to show everybody that this is what I do because I think it is important for people. All right. So I'm going to start with Virgo. Okay. And then we'll go Taurus and then Capricorn. I just want to switch it up just a little bit here. Okay. So if that's something that's cool with you, that's awesome. I appreciate it. And then we can get on with this reading here. Okay. And yeah, that's all I really got for you. Okay. So let's get on with this reading. I'm just hoping my sage is lit enough. It is kind of in a mood today, as you can tell. We're almost done this sage. So let's cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Spirit guide, guardian angels, ancestors, I ask for you to join me today in this reading for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. All right. We are going to start with Virgo right now. So let's start with Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see right now for their Halloween special? Spiritual guidance, whatever it is, let us know, please, for our Virgo friends. All right, Virgo, what do we got for you? Okay, Virgo, you have the Justice in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So some of you may feel a little bit unjust about situations around you. However, you do have community to guide you, and Eight of Wands says you have a lot of opportunity, okay? Let's clarify that Justice card, please. What is the clarification here for that Justice card, please? Okay, so Justice is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is you may feel a little bit unjust in a situation here. You may not feel a little bit of growth in the situation. You may feel a little bit of lack of stability in a situation here. However, needs to be known that through everything, through the storms, you are the stability, okay? That is something that you're going to need to know and understand moving forward, Virgo. So next we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is community. So what do we have clarifying the Three of Cups, please? What is clarifying the Three of Cups, please, for Virgo? What is clarifying the Three of Cups, please? Okay. So Three of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So Virgo, what this is telling me is you have community. You can still be independent. You can still build on passions and everything, even build on a community and show a little bit of emotion. And it might actually be beneficial for you and bring you into more opportunities, okay, with that Eight of Wands. So what's next? What is next for that Eight of Wands? Okay, let's find out what the clarification is for that Eight of Wands, please. What is the clarification for the Eight of Wands, please? What is the clarification for our Eight of Wands, friends? All right. So clarification here is, oh my goodness. All right. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is my wax. It melted my candle. Thankfully, my desk is very easy to pick that stuff off of. All right. Anyways, you have opportunities. You have the Hermit in reverse, the Wheel, and the Empress in reverse. So Virgo, you have many opportunities, right? With the Hermit in reverse, it is saying that you are kind of done exploring opportunities with certain things. However, some of them you may be taking the movement forward with the Wheel, but you may not make it exactly where you want to be. Some of you may have to go on a new direction with that so you can actually have the opportunity for success. So not it's pretty much saying not all your ideas are going to work, okay, Virgo? So, what do we have here next? All right. So, I wanted to do kind of this weird reading on the fact of like in your dreams, okay, what is it kind of like your spiritual guidance? What are your dreams trying to tell you? Some of you may resonate with this. Obviously, not all of you will, but what is Virgo's dreams trying to tell them, please? What are Virgo's dreams trying to tell them, please? What are Virgo's dreams trying to tell them? So Virgo, you have the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, I see that you have a opportunity of new directions. You have the opportunity for stability, whether that's financial or just literal stability. And you also go from the Eight to the Queen of Pentacles. So I do see some kind of satisfaction here. I also see for some of you, I see a possible higher level of commitment if you are in a connection with that king and the queen. Okay, so that is something for you. Some of you may also be dreaming about a woman trying to guide you into a solution for some problems. I don't know who the woman is, but I do see with three women there, I do see a possibility. I could be three different women or just one woman that shows up in three different ways, okay? So what is the next question we have for you, Virgos? We have the what is your spiritual guidance, okay? What is your spiritual guidance, okay? Pretty much what is the spiritual guidance? You know, how would you see those guidance? What are they trying to show you? What is your spiritual guidance, please? What is Virgo's spiritual guidance, please? What is Virgo's spiritual guidance, please? All right, Virgo, your spiritual guidance, you have the Queen of Cups, the World, and the Three of Pentacles. So your spiritual guidance definitely shows up as somebody who could be obviously a water sign, right? Could be a woman, it could be a man, or they could just emulate this power of love, okay? With the World, I see somebody that definitely was if they were a member of the world or a member of your family or something, they were very hierarchy in your family, okay? So Virgos, if it is somebody trying to connect with you in your dreams, it is somebody who is a hierarchy. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I do see that they literally started from the ground up. They may have also fallen a little bit. There is some struggles. There might be stuff that you don't know about this person also, okay? But they also see that you may be struggling and they're trying to provide you guidance and information on how to move forward with some stuff, okay? So finally, Virgos, what do we have for you here? The last one I want to do now is the how can you connect with the person that they're trying to be, guided by? Besides dreams, how could you, as the Virgo, connect with these people, persons, spirits, animals, whatever resonates with you? How can you connect with them? How could the Virgo connect with them, please? I mean, obviously, besides tarot. Thank you very much. I really needed that answer, didn't I? The Four of Wands in reverse, Death and Rebirth, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, art, passionate projects. I don't know why that's showing up because normally that's really weird for me that even shows up, but that's where we are. Some of you may feel a presence around you, and when you are being creative, that may be it. Some of you with the Four of Wands in reverse, it's saying when you're around certain family members, that's when you could also feel this connection. Some of you may have somebody in your family that can connect to people, and that's maybe how you may have to connect with this otherworldly being that's trying to help you, okay? Whether it's family, angels, spirit guides, whatever resonates with you, okay? Then you have the death and rebirth. So I do see some of you, it will be mainly just dreams, okay? Connection through dreams. And then with the Knight of Swords, some of you may hear audible connections, okay? Like the clairaudience, some of you may hear that as well, and it may freak the hell out of you, just so you know. Another way of clairaudience is, if you've ever had this, sometimes instead of words, you may have like this weird, like, thought pop into your head, but it's not really a thought. It's more like words running across your mind. So like a word will pop up, like or a vision of something, right? It depends on how open you are to receiving that kind of information. But I get it all the time. So like right now they're showing me for an example, like a like like a timer, the sand timers. That's kind of what they're showing me. So you may see something like that pop up in your mind, okay? So that's all I got for you, Virgos. Thank you for watching. Moving on to the Taurus. Hello, Taurus. How are you today? I hope you are well. So today's reading is going to be a little bit of a weird one, but that's okay. So first of all, let's find out the information for Taurus. What do they need to know? What do they need to see? What do they need to feel? Well, some of you need to get a heart, apparently. Not literally, but like apparently some of you got to feel some feelings. So Taurus, what do you need to hear? What do you need to see? What do you need to know? What is it for the Tauruses, please? Okay. Taurus, you have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So Taurus, you need to release some emotions. I see some of you crying. Some of you need to cry, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles, I do see building new foundations. And the Seven of Wands shows me a peaceful energy, okay? What's the clarification for the Seven of Cups, please? What is the clarification for the Seven of Cups, please? What is the clarification for the Seven of Cups? So your Seven of Cups clarified is the Four of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups. So Taurus, what you have here is you need to cry and release the emotionals, see the light in the dark of the situation, not listen to other people that are trying to get in your mind about it. And the King of Cups is also, at the end of the day, being able to hone your emotions, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, what is the clarification here for the Ace of Pentacles? All right. Ace of Pentacles, you have the Hangman in reverse, you have the High Priestess, and you have the Two of Swords. So starting new foundations, leaving that introspection. I think that's that, obviously. High Priestess, there's a higher level of knowing, connecting to higher self, higher good. And Two of Swords, not listening to the negativity around you, okay? There's a lot of negativity around you. Okay, so what is the Seven of Wands, please? What is the Seven of Wands clarification for Taurus? What is the Seven of Wands clarification, please? All right. Okay, do you like this? It does go from the 7 to the 8, so I do like that. Inner peace, you have opportunities. This also could be many options in love if you're going down that route. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You may have many options, but you're not sure what one to pick with this Two of Pentacles and the Devil energy. So I see, addictions, problems, that kind of energy. Fears of going down the wrong path, more or less, over everything is what I'm seeing with you, okay? So what are their dreams trying to tell them then? For this kind of guidance, clearly Taurus is having dreams so they can choose the pathways and release the fears, right? So what are their dreams trying to tell them, please? What is Taurus's dreams trying to tell them? I honestly sense somebody is trying to connect with you in your dreams to give you the guidance that you seek. And it's funny because the reflection of this is kind of like a green aura, but it kind of also goes in a little bit like a rainbowy vibe with some of the colors here. So I do see honing your emotions, but maybe somebody else is trying to help you on the back end in life, if you believe in that. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands in reverse. So some of you are not remembering your dreams. So there are ways to learn how to kind of remember your dreams or work on it. I know that may sound silly, but it is a possibility, okay? Next, you have the Page of Swords. So that is learning new ways. And that's what I see, learning new ways. So writing down the dreams you remember, maybe learning meditations, all that kind of good stuff. And the Page of Wands is showing kind of like this freedom. You'll have freedom when you figure this out. I also see it could be very well a woman here really trying to show up for you and guide you, or a feminine type of energy. I just heard gay best friend that passed for some of you. That's not all of you, obviously, but for some of you, they may be trying to come through for you. All right, bestie, that's what I just like heard. And I normally don't talk like that, but all right. So what is next for the Tauruses? What is the next question we have for our lovely Taurus friends here? Okay, so we have their spiritual guidance. So what is their spiritual guidance now? You know, what is the spiritual guidance? What are the signs? What is the spiritual guidance? What are anything that they can find out about this kind of spiritual guidance energy? What do they need to know about their spirit guide, spiritual guidance, ancestors, whatever is showing up? Okay, that's really interesting. So you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that it may not be a feminine energy and it may not be a masculine energy. It's kind of funny. I'm seeing more of a flamboyant kind of energy for some of you. Now, it could be a masculine who's very flamboyant, and it could be a feminine who's very flamboyant, or it could be a they, them that's very flamboyant. It could be a pickle. It could be a cow. It could be a butterfly. I don't know why I just said that, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. All right. So, I see that with the Page of Wands in reverse, there is a little bit of lack of here. A little bit of fears and a codependency energy. So what I see here is they're trying to tell you is to release them. All right. Because you are stuck. You are the one being stuck. It's saying don't be naive about stuff, but also don't make yourself stuck and afraid of movement forward in your own ideas of passion, projects, or whatever it is that you're working on, Taurus. Okay. So next, what do we have here? The last question I have for you is, how can you connect with the person that you're being guided by? Whatever person, place, thing, whatever. How can you connect with them? How can Taurus connect with this person, place, thing, item, spirit, monkey, zebra, giraffe? I don't know. You get what I'm saying, all right? Okay, you got the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So there are different forms of divination I do see possible. Some of you, if you are into runes, I for some reason am seeing runes definitely being a higher option for some of you. Some of you may be very skilled in runes, okay? Some of you maybe tarot, maybe oracle, maybe whatever. And some of you, it's just your dreams or just an inner gut feeling for some reason, or your emotions. Some of you may feel really emotionally overwhelmed when somebody like this is around you trying to guide you. Some of you may not. This is slow moving energy as well, right? Some of you may feel like time is slowing down when this thing is around you trying to help you. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, there is no real equal give and take of energy. You feel their energy. Some guides you can like feel it, but it's like an equal give and take. You kind of own it. I feel this a little bit overpowering for you sometimes, and it may scare you, okay? So that's to acknowledge. You will have to set boundaries, all right? Just so you know, especially if it's a loved one and they're really trying to get your attention, you need to learn to set boundaries, all right? Whatever it is that's trying to guide you, right? Boundaries are always important. All right, finally, we have Capricorns. So Capricorns, what is it you need to know? What is it you need to see? What is it you need to hear? What do Capricorns need to know? What do they need to see? What do they need to hear, please? All right, Capricorns, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Devil, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is some of you need to work on emotional damage. For some reason, that just shot out of my mouth. With the Devil card, I do see that definitely being a way. Toxic traits or things around you. Two of Pentacles says that some of you are very unbalanced. Also, Capricorn, this is your card. So some of you may be benefiting from learning new things around you to help create that balance because you are a lack of balance, right? All right. So, right, let's get into the clarification part. So what is the Ten of Cups in reverse? What is the clarification for that, please? What is the Ten of Cups in reverse? What is the clarification for that, please? What is the Ten of Cups in reverse? What is that clarification? Okay. Ten of Cups in reverse is the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is very interesting. I see emotional stunt, okay? You stunting on these emotions and you ain't going anywhere. That's kind of what I'm seeing here for you, okay? So you got the Five of Swords, listening to negativity, whether it's yourself or another person. The Four of Cups, you're not paying attention to the good and the bad situations, okay? The Seven of Cups is unable to release emotionals properly. Some of you may blow up, all right? The Devil, what do you have for the Devil? Okay. You have the Emperor in the reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is Aries and Gemini energy as well as Earth sign energy. So some of you may have a Gemini or an Aries that may not be very helpful for you, okay? And they may actually be not doing so great for you, to be honest, okay? And then, but there is something here that is a earth sign that could guide you, okay? I also see this as you might be in a little bit of a manipulation, or you may be manipulating because of some kind of addictions or problems, and you are not showing any kind of empathy, okay? And you may be standing solid on your ground, but you're actually losing people around you. And if that's not the case, that part's not for you, but that is to be said. What is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, please? What is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, please? What is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, please? What is the Two of Pentacles? Okay. You have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you have codependency. I'm just going to say unbalanced into codependence kind of energy, or somebody else may be relying on you like that. Knight of Pentacles, I do see quick moving energy. Okay. And then a lack of growth in some kind of situation. Okay. I just heard, I didn't quite hear. It was like ain't no nothing or something. So I didn't quite hear it. Sorry. It was a little bit too fast. Okay. So next we got three separate questions here. So let's start with what are their dreams? What is Capricorn's dreams trying to tell them? What is Capricorn's dreams trying to tell them? Because we all know your dreams will be giving you spiritual guidance or some kind of guidance. It might just be like upper knowing guidance, higher self guidance. Okay. So what are your dreams trying to tell you? Your dreams are trying to tell you ways to leave this instability. Okay. Finding the love and connection, but not over giving. Okay. That's what your dreams are trying to tell you. Okay. So what is the spirit person? There's got to be somebody spiritual here. What is their spiritual guidance? Okay. And what is the signs from the spiritual guidance? What is the spiritual guidance trying to show them? What are their signs? Who is it? Whatever you want to give me, just so that somebody can at least get the message. What is the information for their spiritual guidance here? What is the spiritual guidance for Capricorn? All right. You have the Hermit in reverse. So some of you may have a Virgo, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn trying to show you something, or they embody that kind of energy. They are very much, they're introspective, but they are not. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse does show me that they are no longer here, obviously. The Six of Pentacles is they do like equal give and change of energy. All right. They may also have been somebody wealthy. And if they weren't wealthy, they were very grounded in how they communicated and giving their energy and how they were with other people, okay? Finally, the last question here we have for you, Capricorns, is how can you connect to the person that you're like being guided by, or like your dreams or whatever it is? How can you connect? All right. Also, with your dreams, I just heard dream journal. It seems to be everybody. When it comes to your dreams, y'all need to write it down if you're really interested in knowing, because you got answers there that are being hidden from you. Okay. So how can you connect? How can you connect? I heard church. For some of you, need to go to church or something like a church, or prayer even, okay? You have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, it is grounding yourself, seeing new different ways, all right? Verbally communicating, okay? The Page of Swords in reverse is saying you don't really need to learn anything new, so it's not like you need to learn divination or anything if you don't want to. Some of you, I just heard rosary, so some of you is really being guided in more of a Christian fundamental kind of way to pray, and they will show you the way, okay? So some of you may be getting a higher knowing, maybe an angel or something is speaking, saying that you need to pray to be shown the way, all right? Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you again very, very soon. Happy Halloween, and enjoy yourselves. Okay, goodbye.